actionable.com. This is Being in Sync 366 video series. This entire series is intended to provide actionable content that you could use to align yourself within. And today's topic is about lies and lies, lies, lies. We have all encountered them. However, what most people don't understand about lies is that when you do not address the lies, both the ones that you tell yourself about a situation, about a person, about who you are, about what you're aligned to, those lies impact how you align within. Now, what you want to do is align with truth, right? The truth of who you are, your real identity, as it is aligned with the natural laws of the universe. So, the lies, let's just start with one that a lot of people have experience with, from lies in the media, lies from relationships, friendships, your family, whatever the dynamics are. Let's just say somebody has lied to you, and that lie is incongruent with who you are, or you didn't know they were lying, but later learned they were lying. When those situations happen, to create inner strength within, the lie must be addressed. You don't get to pretend that the person didn't lie or that the lies didn't impact you. You don't get to escape the reality that you want to align with truth. The lack of action to align with truth aligns you with the lies, and it creates more of a distortion. And I know that's such an uncomfortable truth. I know this. It's so painful for so many people to really get honest with themselves and about what and who they have aligned themselves with. And it happens to us all. All of us have believed a lie at one point or another. All of us have lost our minds and didn't use critical thinking when we knew we should have, like, challenged an idea. Or you thought that you challenged it by saying something, but that saying something didn't align you with your real truth. Yeah, you don't get to escape the alignment. It must be corrected. And the lies that we tell ourselves are really the most important ones, because that's what allows these relationships with these other people who lie to infiltrate our world and disrupt our life. Now, I'm not going to lie. That's not a part of my way of being. I've always been somebody who aligned with the truth. And I can tell you repeatedly, executives who I have worked with who went against their own personal integrity. They went against what they knew to be true for themselves. They compromised their integrity, which is what lies do. And liars and people that lie, they compromise your personal integrity, and they get you to collude with them against somebody else or for something that's not what you believe. That has a consequence, and the consequence is directly impacting your life force. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to think it's that big of a deal, but it's such a big deal, because we must align ourselves with truth. And our truths may change as we get more information, as we ask more questions, as we use more critical thinking. These truths may adjust and change, but that does not keep the universal laws of cause and effect being in play. And that when you are in collusion with a lie, or you think it's just them and they're the ones that lie, and it wasn't you who told the lie, even though you believe the lie, it doesn't matter. The universal laws don't sit in intellectual banter and judgment. The laws are the laws, or just exist, and they have a cause and effect. And the effect is always going to come back in a couple ways, in what's called cause and effect, which is you will reap the effects of the lies in your experience. That's why they say love always wins. I talked about this the other day. And so there's really no escaping it. Like, so for example, I'm thinking of one particular example of a client I worked with. She was a spectacular CFO. She was really good. She had an excellent team. She really worked to support the other departments, and she was working on behalf of the organization. And then there was the master manipulator, the liar that came through and used some charisma and really strong armed her or bullied her, however you want to look at it, into doing things that were against her own personal integrity. And before I stopped working with her, I told her, I was like, look, I don't think we should continue to work, which these are not very common things when you work with consultants. They don't tell their customer that they don't want to work with them anymore. But I suggested to her, I was like, look, if you go against your integrity, you will regret it. And she knew exactly what I was saying, and she continued to go down that route. And the wrath that she experienced was monumental. Her health deteriorated in ways that are incomprehensible to people to understand, because people don't really understand how the laws work and how your body works. And everything that happens to your body always starts in the non physical. However, you want to understand the non physical, that's where everything occurs. So you cannot have a manifestation until you have something that's happening in the non physical. So the way to get around all of these issues is to align with the truth. Align with the truth to the best of your ability as you know it. Be honest with yourself. When you have an inner conflict, align with the truth within that conflict. If there is no truth, then there's no conflict, right? The truth always prevails. So that would be my recommendation. Truth prevails over the lies. So the most important thing is be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself, and do an assessment all the time within yourself. Are you lying to yourself about this person, about this situation, about the ramifications? Am I willing to compromise myself to lie and collude with these other people? And if you are, you have to do so knowingly and know that you will not align within, because that makes you vulnerable. Anytime that you are not aligned with the truth, you are creating a vulnerability within your inner body, and that extends into your outer world. So that means you may be vulnerable to attacks that you don't really understand, but happen, and you don't know why. You might think you know why, but your thoughts are going to be in distortion because you're not aligned with the truth within. So, cheers to being in sync. I am Kiana Sage, and I align people to peace. Have a great day. Bye.